Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my Peloton bike and the app. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you probably see me post about Peloton a lot on my stories, and you might have seen that I actually recently hit my century ride, which is such a big milestone for me. That basically means that I have rode my bike 100 times. So once I hit that, I felt like it was the perfect time for me to now sit down and film a video for you guys, answer all the questions that I've gotten about the bike and the app, and in the end, answer the question that I get the most often, which is the bike worth it? Because let's be honest, it is definitely expensive. So with all that being said, let me just go ahead and share what this thing costs. So when you go to purchase your bike online, they have a few packages that you can choose from, which includes the bike and some accessories. But for just the bike itself and the delivery, that currently costs $2,245. And then in addition to the bike itself, you're also going to be needing to pay for a monthly subscription. So that's how you get access to all of the actual workouts. So right now this membership costs $39 a month. As you are purchasing everything online, there's definitely some ways that you can save some money. So for example, I would recommend maybe just buying the bike itself versus buying all of the accessories that go along with it. For a lot of the accessories, you can just find substitutes on Amazon for cheaper. So for example, for my bike, we got the actual bike and then we got the shoes. But as far as like the mat and the weights and like the water bottle, all that stuff, I just bought separately. And if it's helpful for you guys, I can totally link that stuff that I bought off Amazon in the description box down below. Also, if you guys are looking to get some accessories, I do have a little code that I can leave for you guys here. And if you use the code while you're purchasing the bike, then that will give you $100 towards purchasing accessories. So that's something else that you guys could use if you are wanting to buy some accessories from Peloton. I also love that it's one bike, but if you have multiple people in your house, then multiple people can use it. So for example, I live with my boyfriend and he has never been into cycling before, but since we obviously had the bike, he was like, well, I might as well get some shoes and try it out. And now he loves it just as much as I do. So although we just paid for one bike and one digital membership, we can both benefit from it now. So one of the questions that I get a lot is, what is it like riding the Peloton bike compared to taking an actual cycling class? So I will say I did take cycling classes before I had the bike, and that's kind of how I knew that I would like it. If you're not sure if you would like the bike or not, then maybe that's a good place to start, is to take some real classes before you commit to buying this bike. But I would say they're actually pretty similar. So as far as like the intensity level, it's definitely a very intense workout. Like you will be sweaty. So that is definitely not something I would worry about. I know for me, I was also worried about, well, am I maybe not going to be motivated because I don't have like the energy of the other people in the class with me, but that's also not really turned out to be a problem at all. I feel like the instructors are super motivating, and sometimes you can see other people in the class there as well. There's also a little sidebar that shows you people who are riding the class with you right at that moment. So you definitely still get that sense of community, and you definitely still get that motivation and kind of that desire to really push yourself. I also got a few questions about the app itself, and I think the app is amazing. Honestly, even if you don't really like cycling that much, but you're just looking for some classes to take, I think just getting the app would be a really great option. So I really like to use the app, especially if I'm like on vacation or just traveling somewhere where I don't have my bike. That way I can still get in a workout. And I feel like one common misconception is that the app just houses all the cycling workouts, but that's absolutely not true. They have like a million different types of workouts on here. So they have like strength, yoga, cardio, meditation, running, outdoor running, cycling, stretching, boot camp, walking, like a million different types of classes. I recently did a lot of like meditation classes. I've done yoga, weightlifting, abs, like you name it, they have it, and they're all really good. Also, I realized I didn't even show you guys my shirt. So when you hit 100 rides on the bike, you get a code for a free shirt, which who doesn't love free shirts? So I'm wearing it right now. So this is what it looks like. So it has Peloton on the front, and then on one sleeve, this is kind of hard to show, but okay, there, you can kind of see it. says 100, and then on the other, it says Century. So that's what your Century shirt looks like, in case you guys were wondering. All right, next question was, who are my favorite instructors? This is kind of hard because I do like a lot of the instructors. I will say overall, the instructors are amazing, but the more that you ride, you will find some instructors that you like more than others, maybe by the music selection that they typically have, or just like their energy, or the kind of motivation that they bring during the ride. So I would say the instructor that I ride with the most is probably Cody Rigsby. He has like a really positive, uplifting energy and has really good like pop music he uses in his playlist. So if you guys are getting it and looking for maybe like someone to ride with for the first time, he's probably like my #1 go-to. But I'll tell you guys some others that are also like up in my favorites. So Kendall Toole, I really like her. Robin, Alex Toussaint, and Allie Love. Those are probably like my top 5. All right, guys, now let's go see the bike. So on the back of the bike, you have a place to put your dumbbells. I use 2 pounds, but you can obviously use whatever you want. So when you open it up, you're going to have all of your profiles on here. You can have multiple profiles on the same bike, which is so nice because you can, you know, have multiple people riding for the price of one. So when you go into your profile, it opens up your like homepage here. So at the top, you're going to have your kind of streak and when you worked out. I am very proud of the fact I've worked out for 61 weeks straight. That's actually kind of insane. It'll also give you a live class that you can join. This is actually something I've never done, but I want to. And then below, you'll have all of your options for the on-demand classes, as well as some top instructors. So let's see if these line up with who I mentioned my top instructors were. So Cody, yes. Kendall, love her. Robin, Allie. Okay, so I don't really ride with Leanne that much, but these are definitely some of my top peeps. Coming over here, they're going to give you your daily picks. So these are rides that they think you will like. For example, 30-minute pop ride with my boy Cody. It'll also show you like the ratings and the difficulty, and you can look at the music, all of that fun stuff. It'll also show you. Over here, you can see some rides that are popular right now if you want to pick them that way. In the next tab here, you have all the different programs that you can take. So for example, when I first got the bike, I took all of the like mastering the basics of cycling classes. I found it really nice just to have like a program and to know exactly what class I should be taking next. I've also done the Power of Sleep one. They have a bunch of different ones like yoga and all of that. Here's where you can actually sort through all the classes. So I typically pick the classes from my home screen, but if you have a specific music genre you want to listen to, or a specific length you want to ride, or instructor, you can sort them out that way, and they have all of the rides listed that way. Then you can go through and look up the upcoming schedule. So if you want to ride live, this is where you would find that schedule. And then they also have challenges. So I know that a lot of people will find the challenges really motivating. You can join a challenge and then, you know, for example, work out a certain amount of times per month or something like that. If you hit more, you also have 2 other options. So you can either just ride without taking an actual class, or you can do a scenic route, which just seems really nice actually, and pick between lots of different awesome kind of visuals and ride through them this way. Then finally, you have like your kind of personal profile screen. So this is where it houses all of your stats. So it'll tell you like how many days you've been active in the past 30 days, how many workouts you've done, how many calories you've burned, things like that. And then up at the top, it'll show you all of the workouts done. So you can see total lifetime workouts. I've done 149, and then you can kind of see the breakdown there between like cycling and meditation and yoga and all of that. And then at the bottom here is where you have your achievements. And I feel like these achievements are seriously so motivating. So right here you have a best output. So you get that whenever you get obviously a best personal output in a workout. Something that you get shown while you are riding is something called a leaderboard. So if you are riding with a friend, you can kind of see where they're at on the leaderboard. You can also high five people, whether you know them or not, on the leaderboard, and you can actually turn on video. So I've rode with like one of my best friends before, and we've turned on video so we could kind of actually see each other while we're both riding the ride at the same time. So that is super fun. But something that I think is like the most motivating is not just the fact that you're competing with others, because to be honest, that's not something that really motivates me that much. But as you're riding, they'll actually give you where you were at when you got your best personal output on like a similar ride. So for example, if you're doing a 30-minute ride, it'll show you like this is what output you were at this point in the ride when you got that. So that is super motivating, because especially if you're kind of close, then I feel like it really pushes you to try and beat that and get a new best personal output. All right, you guys, so I've answered some of your questions, shown you guys the bike. Now I'm going to be answering the big one, the big question, the one that I get asked the most often. Is it worth it? Is it worth the money? So to start off answering that question, I'm just going to quickly note that I just opened up the app and I am currently on a 61-week streak of working out. So that means for 61 weeks straight, I have not missed working out at least once in a week. And that is something that I have never in my entire life accomplished. I have never been able to be consistent with working out before. Typically, I would kind of go through phases where maybe I'd be really into it for a few months and then I wouldn't work out at all for a few months. And the fact that I've worked out for that many weeks in a row now, I think really just shows the power of having the Peloton and the app. Being able to have the bike and the app at home or at your fingertips, wherever you are, is such a game changer when it comes to working out. There's really no excuse anymore, because wherever you are, you have access to a workout. Even if I'm on vacation and I don't have my bike with me, I can still use the app and get in a workout. And even if I'm having a really off week and I can only do one workout that week, that is better than doing nothing. And I think it's just about maintaining that consistency that is really important. So overall, my answer would be, if it's something that you can afford, I would absolutely 100% say that it is worth it. And especially because it's not just a physical workout that you're getting, I feel like it really does help you mentally as well. At least it helps me mentally. No matter how much I'm not in the mood to work out, I'm always happy that I did a ride. And there have been times, you guys, on the bike where the instructors have made me like laugh out loud or maybe even tear up a little, depending on like what's going on in my life at the time. So that is it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that I was able to answer a lot of the Peloton questions that you guys might have. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.